Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel where we sip and spill the tea on all my favorite things. And today we're going to be looking at the Phomemo thermal portable printers. And I used to do scrapbooking. I don't anymore. I do journal, but I want to show you guys how I'm using this in my beverage and my tea life. Now this thing you're going to be able to use for a lot of different projects, a lot of different things. If you're not familiar with these, they're pretty cool. And we're going to go over the difference. I was going to do two separate videos. And then I was like, why? Because I Googled and looked up. And I still have not found a video where someone is comparing the M02 to the M02 Pro. And I'm going to show you guys in real time the difference between the printing, because I do think there is a difference. And I think people should know, because as I was researching, if I knew what I knew now, I would just go with the Pro, and I'm going to tell you guys why. But this one's not bad, okay? So let's first start off with, these things can do a ton of things. They can print lists, they can print stickers, pictures, it can print from the web, you can customize stuff. So first I'm going to take you to the app and show you what it can do before we get to the printing. Okay, so first you're going to want to pull up the Phomemo app. Sorry, I was using it before we started filming. And this thing is going to do a bunch of different things. You can choose print images and it will bring photos up in your phone, which we'll be printing out some during this video as well. You can go into templates, and this is pretty cool because in here it's going to load all the different templates that you can use for. So like, say this sandwich one, you could customize it, put it on your kid's lunch bag with their name on it. You just go to keyboard and I could type in like Brian sandwich. I have long nails, so I'm not typing right. Excuse me, anything like that. So there's just an endless amount of things you can do with this. Now they have non-adhesive paper, so it's kind of like receipt paper. And then they have adhesive paper, so you can turn them into stickers. And they have a huge range of different types of papers, and we'll get into that in a little bit. They also have to-do list, so you can print these out. Again, you can make them stickers, you can make them not stickers, whatever you want. And maybe you've got a list of things to do. I am old school pen and paper, so this is completely me. You can just type in this and print it out. They have frames. So again, endless possibilities there, especially if you scrapbook or journal. Even my thought is using some of these to label tea tins as well. I wish I would have had this forever ago. And then if you've got kids or even for yourself, there's class schedules you can print out, put in notebooks. I think that that's super handy. Adults, you can use that for meetings and things like that. All this is customizable, okay? It can print from the web. So it can print from your Facebook, your Instagram. I go to Google all the time. Earlier, I was printing out something from Harney & Sons, and I'll show you guys that. It will print anything. So, like, let's say I go to this page, and maybe I don't know, I want to print this. I click print. It's going to ask me, do you want to print your current page or all the pages? And it will print that out. I still have not fully discovered everything that this thing can do. It can print sideways banners. It can print long banners. It can print out ruler, which I think is pretty cool. It can do a lot. Actually, that I saw the banner, but the ruler is cool. It can print your Word documents. Label workshop, I have not only clicked off on that. Again, my nails are long. It will make cosmetic, as you can see here, you know, cosmetic labels. I don't know what the hot and cold thing is. All these different things. And so I saw this and was like, wow, you know what? That would be super cool for tea tins. You know, I'm always seeing people like talk about labeling stuff. And it's just showing you all these examples. Now, I did not see this feature. Right now, I have it hooked up to the Pro. I did not see this feature when I had it hooked up to the regular M02 model. But the Pro has a lot more different things. So there's all these cool things that you can do with this printer. The possibilities are endless. It's not just for scrapbooking or journaling. So now let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's talk about which one is going to print. So on this, I did actually connect it back to my M02, and it is there. I guess I just never paid attention. And so it will let you do all these customization to it. Select borders. Look at that. So you pretty much can label whatever. You can label anything. I think that that's super cool, and you can just go in here and play around and find something that you like. Look at all these cute ones. That's super cool. Again, I'm still discovering so many things to do with this thermal printer. All right, so here is, let me go ahead and turn it off. Here is the M02 model. Here's the box that it came in. So this box is a little bit longer, and whereas the Pro box is a little bit taller. And there's the specs on that. Here's what this one looks like. Kind of reminds me of like a little book, doesn't it? Like with the white around here. Just reminds me of like a little chunky book. This one has the power button on the side, and then this opens the top. Here is the inside. And then you've got your specs and all of that over here. On the Pro model, we have the power button on the top instead of on the side. The hatch opening is still right here. The teeth on this one are quite a bit larger than the regular one. And then, same thing, power hookup and everything. But I want to show you guys, saw where some people were saying that the paper didn't tear off easily on this one. I cut it anyway with scissors because I don't want to. The biggest key with this is do not let that paper get really loose inside or it doesn't print right. So I don't like to be pulling on it anyway, but that's not a deal breaker. But as you can see on this one, the teeth are more fine than on this one. This one's bigger teeth there. Now let me open these up and show you the inside. And it's pretty straightforward. To load these, you want to always make sure that the thermal paper is facing up. So you want the back down. Now, on this one, loading it is pretty easy on the M02. It has like a little teacup on the side. And you want to make sure that your cup don't spill, so it always wants to go down in there. Now, this would not be able to hold multiple rolls of those smaller labels because, let me pop this off and show you. Because it's just this little bar and they would slide around. At least I don't think so. It doesn't say, but I don't see how you would because this has to lock in. This is what I'm talking about. You want this to stay nice and tight. And again, this is probably going to be a longer video than it needs to be, but no one has really done in-depth. Everyone just shows the cute stickers they print, but they don't really talk about the logistics of it. And I feel like that's really important for somebody who is trying to purchase this, you know, for a specific reason. So I am trying to make sure that I'm covering that all. So you want to make sure that you line those openings up so it can come out. Teacup wants to stay up on the side. And you just drop it in, pull it out, and then shut it. And then that's it. However, on this one, I know if I need to take these nails off and get new ones, and they're just so long. Okay, so on this one, as you can see, this rod is very different than the other one. So as you can see, this one has measurements on here. So if you want to put 3 of the shorter labels, you can do that now. I don't know how that works for printing. I have not ordered any of those. If you did do multiple rows, I don't know how it would know which one you want to print on. I don't know. But I saw a picture of that. And again, I don't know if you put a short roll, like a 25mm roll and a 15, how does it know that? I don't know. I'll have to explore that probably later on in a different video because I'm kind of curious about that myself. Maybe I can YouTube it, and if I find a good video, I will link that down below in my description because I'm kind of curious of that. I mean, I would like to label stuff in my tea area. So you want to make sure that this is on, and then you just drop it in just like that. Pull your paper out, and this is just the trial roll, so it's kind of empty. It's not very full. And then I'm going to make sure a little bit of paper is hanging out so it don't get jammed. And that's pretty much, it's that straightforward. There's no ink. It uses thermal technology, just like if you go to Walmart or Target and get a receipt and it prints out thermal. If you've ever gotten that receipt hot, it turns black. Very same situation here, same technology. All right, so kind of just going through all of that, because when you're researching a product, there's a lot of things you have to go back and forth on, a lot of research. I want this to be an all-inclusive video and answer as many questions for you guys as I can. So what I'm going to do now, because I'm recording on my phone, I have to connect this to the app. I'm going to print out some examples from both models and show you guys exactly how that works, okay? Brown has been kind enough to loan me his phone so I can show you guys how easy this is. You basically just turn it on till it turns green. Make sure that you have Bluetooth on your phone. Okay. Right now I'm just going to print a picture of our cat, the loaf. So there she is. And you can like resize it. You can move it around. You can do all that, which is pretty fun. It does have fun effects. It's probably not coming in super clear, but there's different photo effects you can do to it. Lots of different things. Rotate it, change the color balance, brighten it, and all of that. But the loaf is perfect and she needs no editing. So just go to print. And then there are different options, fine, medium, thick. I don't know what dedicated does, but basically, in my experience, you always want to have it on thick. It prints it the darkest is pretty much what that comes down to. So we're going to print and confirm my printer to his phone. Okay. Print. And it comes out really fast. So just like that, we have a picture of the loaf. Now, this is the normal one, and it is a little grainy. It is. But for not having to buy ink or anything, it's pretty freaking cool. Now, I'm going to show you guys the difference in the picture quality, and then I'm going to show you guys the difference in the template quality. So while I still have it connected, let's go ahead and just print out a template real quick because those do seem to come out pretty clear. So let's let that load. Let's see. We'll print Noelle out this chicken. She loves chickens. I'm going to choose thick because it'll have fine, normal, thick. And we'll put Noelle's chicken. There we go. That looks good. Print. So we'll print that out. Look how cute. Yeah. And this is on sticker paper. I have the non-adhesive paper coming, but look how cute that is. So, and then the last thing I want to show you guys is a comparison from the web. So we're going to go to print from the web. We'll go Harney. Ooh. It's my nails, y'all. Come on, stop adding the periods in there. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just print out some information on a tea for my tea journal. And I'll show you guys why I'm going to do that in a second. So here is a bunch of words and lingo. Okay, so maybe that's what you want to print out. Just go to print. And down here it'll say all page or current page. I just want the current page. Print. And it's going to print that out. So now we've got some examples to show you guys. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do the same thing on our Pro. And I'm going to show you guys that there is actually a pretty big difference. It doesn't look bad, but I was surprised how the Pro looks so much better. So now to do that, we're just going to turn off this one. Then we're going to go over to our Pro, turn it on from the top. Go back into the app. Not that you would have two of these, but choose the Pro. We're going to print an image. We're going to print out that beautiful loaf. And then once it's all hooked up and everything, it as you can see, it prints pretty fast. So definitely for picture quality, you guys, we're going to go over this in a minute, but there is a huge, huge difference between the two models. Very, very big. So same thing. We'll go back. We'll do a template. Print her out another chicken. Golly. Okay. So there's that. And then finally, we're going to go back. And I want to show you guys the difference because I was playing around with this before I started recording. Oh, let me go to Google. Duh. Harney and Sons. Go back to their website. Sorry if that's kind of blurry. Put in the T that I'm looking for. Scroll down to the same verbiage that they had earlier. This. Print. We're going to print that current page. And boom. Sorry, it kind of cut off. And there we have our page. So let me bring you guys down here and show you guys the difference. In the first comparison, we'll look at photo versus photo. And there is a huge difference. And this one, it is lighter. I feel like you can see more of the blanket detail that she's on. But this one is definitely better, especially in real life. This one is grainy, and in real life, this one is more clear. So that is a huge thing. If you guys want this for photo printing, I would definitely go with the Pro. On the next example, the templates are the same to me. They print out nice and clear. There is just a tiny, tiny bit, and you guys probably can't see that on my phone camera, but there is a little bit of pixelation, just the tiniest bit, and on this one it is way more clear. And again, you probably can't tell that, but you'll have to take my word on that. Again, the Pro wins on that as well for stickers. Now, what blew me away the most is sometimes in my tea journal, let me show you guys how I've been using this. For my tea notes, a lot of times I put a lot of information up here from websites and things like that, and now I can just print off the information and stick it right in my journal along with a picture of what the tea looks like. So to give you guys an idea, this is what I have been doing in my tea journal because I was like, wow, this is freaking amazing. But sometimes it's hard to read. Now it looks good in the flash, but I promise you, like in real life, it's like over here, it's kind of grainy a little bit, which is why I looked into the Pro. Now look at this. So this is the M02 and this is the Pro. And this one is clearly, now this one had a little box that popped up when I printed it. This one is clear. It's not grainy. You can, all the letters are the same boldness. Whereas over here, in real life, again, it really looks better on camera than it does in real life. It's kind of broken looking. It's not all the same boldness. Some parts are thick and thin, whereas on this one, it's awesome. So there is a huge difference. I believe this one is like 203 DPI. It's like a weird number as opposed to 300 DPI. And even the heading looks better. So there you go. If you guys are wanting a comparison between the M02 and the M02 Pro, I definitely think the Pro is the way to go. If you're going to be making just pre-made stickers and stuff, excuse me, the M02 is still okay. It is not bad, but the Pro is obviously better. Like my teenager already has her eye on this, so this will probably go to her, and that's fine for her. She can print out pictures of her friends. She doesn't care, you know, as long as you can make out what it is, she's not going to care. But for adults, if you're wanting this for journaling, labeling, things like that, I definitely think you should go with the Pro. There are always coupons and stuff, and I really think the price difference between the two came down to like $20 or $23. So my personal opinion, splurge, get the Pro. But if all you can do is the regular, it's not bad. It's a fun thing. And you guys saw there's endless things that you can do with it. I just wanted you guys to see the main difference between the two, see it in action. I will have links for both of these down below. I'll probably put links to the papers I bought. Pay attention to the papers as well, because some of them have different shelf life, which mean like for example, I bought this one. This white sticker paper is supposed to be good for 20 years. So as long as you don't put it like out in the sun or expose it to heat or anything like that, it'll be fine. But some of them are only good for like 2 years, 5 years. So when you're shopping for paper, make sure you're paying attention to that, especially if you want it archival and things like that. They do have some glitter sticker paper that have limitless. It says it'll just be good forever. I don't know how, you know, accurate that is, but I did see that. So if you're looking for a paper like that, but there are so many different paper options, and if I do get different papers, I'll probably do an update video and show you guys how it actually prints on those. So if you found this helpful, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see everyone in my next video.